Joined with me today is the Director General of ICFT, that's the International Council of Film, Television and Audiovisual Communication. And his name is Monsieur Dupont. Bonjour, sir.
Good afternoon. Yes, I have a French name, but I am not French at all. But anyway, Napoleon crossed our country and he left Dupont's name everywhere. Therefore, I heritate this name, but I am not French at all. But anyway, that doesn't. I am, how you call it, a civil. I was a civil servant, international civil servant. So when you are a civil servant, you are losing your nationality. So we are world citizen, and we have to find our ways everywhere well, and of course to assisting and helping and to be together, all together, and to enjoy movies.
So tell us about your association, ICFT's association with IFFI, and with the criteria of UNESCO's criteria, which is about the films that they have, and the 8 films that are under this section.
Yeah, okay. That was by participating to the Cannes festival, where we met the director this time. I think it was Mr. Raswan who left. He's now in the Indian Institution for Audiovisual Training whatsoever. And then we discussed it, of course, the Gandhi purpose, that means which is in line with UNESCO, because we are an organization, official partner to UNESCO. So as UNESCO is an IGO, that means an international governmental organization, NGOs can do far more, and it was created by UNESCO. The case was that due to the, how you say, the limits of an IGO, that means international governmental organization, to act in different fields, they have created NGOs in assisting, that means UNESCO, in implementing their program. That was the easiest way, therefore you are not governmental locked or committed, and you can do far more. And therefore in the beginning, a lot of programs has been implemented through the NGOs created by UNESCO, like the music, philosophy, and of course ours. For this. But as we said, it's moving, this technology is moving so fast. When I'm referring to UNESCO, it was in 1947, where the film and television just started, and film was still for them and for UNESCO a very important element of developing skillness. And of course, audiovisual part of it for education. You remember audiovisual education, I mean, it was tools, how pedagogically and how you can teach to the kids physics or language or whatever. But of course now with the new technology is absolutely a large field of facilities in which you can do whatever, which is also the dangerous part of it, because you can brainwash somebody, especially youngsters, and that's where we have to avoid, and that's where our task is more and more critical and also more and more urgent, to see how with moving images or whatever we can stop this I may say not nonsense quote, don't quote me, but anyway, I did it, because we are not ready to cope with all these pictures, all this information we are getting. That's the awareness building, I mean, in which the media education is important. As I said, it's not to tell you what is bad or good. No. It's only to tell people how it's produced, how you can manage the information, but how you can cheat also, and how the impact of a picture, and therefore the basic research work of those who are in the moving images, how in impact of publicity, advertising, can be done to brainwash you easily, and you go and you kill your neighbor. So that's the very, very important task we have. It's not only creativity, poor entertainment, because broadcasting entertainment, you know, is first to inform, to entertain, and to educate. So that's the three pillars of the television public service, not the commercial one, in which they are putting 50 minutes publicity and then 5 minutes interesting topics, whatever. And then the good programs, I have to admit, they are more or less at midnight, where everybody has to go to sleep because you have to wake up to go on your job in the next day. Even those who are non-employed, because that's also a big burden. And we had an experienced television in Berlin where it was an open channel. Everybody came there, they got their facilities and to express themselves. And you know, in Germany they have a huge society of Turkish workers, and they came there in their local language to do films. But they closed it because it was too expensive. But that's a pity, because it was their own communication, interactive communication, in which UNESCO and we have to act in this. And we, in some way, where it's going backwards, because people want, when they put the coin there, they want 2 coins back. So that's where we stand for the time being. So thanks to you and thanks to everybody in the media to assist us and to help us to do this for fairness, and that our kids can live certainly in a better life, because otherwise we will no more on earth to hear their shouting about us and to blame us about how we left this earth.
Okay, you've also mentioned just now in the press conference that IFFI and there's a joint venture. Tell us about it.
Yeah, the joint venture was that we decided to come up with this Gandhi medal, which is, of course, in Indian the father of the nation, but I may say his message is still very strong, valid, and certainly a lot of people, I may say, has to listen to this message. And therefore, they have been immediately ready to accept us and to have this special prize on the Gandhi within the criteria, as I told you, which are completely an offset of UNESCO criteria. The 2005 convention, which is the convention about promotion and safeguard of the cultural diversity, which is a very, very big element, and more valid now, because it's coming up. As you know, we have the facilities to see everywhere fast news from everybody, but how they are built, how they are produced, the journalist, I'm sorry, can put you not an objective information. Of course, because he is getting to scope. If you have something which happened, it has to be there, because you are getting more money for your message than others. So that's where the unbalance, and then the people are not trained, and they are collecting these pictures, and then they are doing whatever they want, and even to go to the neighbor and killing them. So that I think we have to stop for once. But that's a long, long way, and therefore education is important. That the kids' unemployment is there, and not to listen to those who are trying to use them to do money on their back. I think that's it.
And the award is going to be announced tomorrow. And there's no chance you can tell us now.
The other one, yeah, of course, I can tell you from last year. Of course, the one award is of course to bless the work for the 50th anniversary, which is not a competition element. We brought it, and that's the first time in which I may say ICFT and UNESCO jointly decided to bless, of course, and to honor IFFI for this event, which is important, and then to see how we can build. Because UNESCO, had decentralized. The headquarters is still there, but they are decentralized, and you have a big UNESCO office and cluster office in New Delhi. So the director of this office was the ADG, Assistant Director General for Communication and Public Awareness. So he is really the man, but he has to deal with science, culture, and social sciences. And cluster office, that means he has in charge Nepal, Bangladesh, and Cambodia. So he's not only sitting in New Delhi, because you are not a country, you are a continent. And I have to admit that next year a population is over the Chinese one, if she doesn't want to listen to it. So that's a very strong, and you have 54 different languages.
And plenty of dialects.
That's it. So to put these people together, to get a job, a decent one, and to live decently. Of course, media can bring a lot. That's true.
Thank you very much.
3,000 films per year, that's a lot.
Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Please, you're welcome. Thank you.